Have you ever wondered how red paprika spice is made? Just imagine that vibrant red hue, the distinctive aroma, the fiery taste, all packed into a tiny spice jar. But what goes into crafting this culinary marvel? How do simple red peppers transform into this essential kitchen companion? And what makes it so special? These are questions that might have tickled your curiosity. Well, brace yourself for an aromatic journey into the world of spices. First, let's delve into the history of this vibrant spice. The saga of red paprika spice begins in the New World, specifically Central and South America, where the chili peppers from which it is derived were first cultivated. Spanish explorers in the 15th century, seeking precious metals, instead discovered these fiery fruits and introduced them to Europe, where they were at first met with suspicion. However, it was in Hungary in the 16th century that red paprika found its true home. Here, the peppers underwent a transformation. Through careful cultivation and selection, Hungarian farmers developed a variety that was milder and sweeter than its fiery cousins, yet retained a vibrant red color. This variety became known as sweet paprika, and it quickly became a cornerstone of Hungarian cuisine, lending its distinctive color and flavor to traditional dishes like goulash. But the story doesn't end there. In the centuries that followed, red paprika spread its influence around the globe. It found its way into Spanish paella, Indian tandoori, and American barbecue sauces. Today, this versatile spice is loved by millions, from chefs in Michelin-starred restaurants to home cooks looking to add a touch of warmth and color to their dishes. So, from the humble chili pepper fields of Central America to the spice racks of kitchens worldwide, red paprika has made an incredible journey. It's a testament to the power of food to traverse borders and bring people together. Now that we know where it comes from, it's time to explore how it's made. The process begins with the careful selection and harvesting of red paprika peppers. Now, the heart of the matter lies in choosing the perfect peppers. It's not just about picking the reddest of them all, no, it's more nuanced than that. The best paprika peppers are those that are fully matured, with thick walls and a deep, vibrant red color. They must be free from any signs of disease or damage, and ideally, they should have a good balance of sweetness and pungency. The timing of the harvest is crucial. Wait too long, and the peppers may over-ripen or fall prey to pests. Harvest too early, and they may lack the depth of flavor we're after. It's a delicate dance with nature, one that requires patience and keen observation. Once the timing is right, the harvest begins. It's a labor of love, with each pepper hand-picked to ensure minimal damage. The peppers are then carefully removed from the plant, taking care not to bruise or tear them. It's a meticulous process, and one that can't be rushed. The techniques employed during the harvesting process can also impact the final product. For instance, peppers plucked with a slight twist tend to retain more of their natural oils, which contributes to the rich flavor of the spice. The harvested peppers are then gathered and transported with utmost care. Any rough handling can cause the peppers to bruise, compromising their quality. Another key element of the harvest is the weather. Dry, sunny days are ideal for harvesting, as moisture can lead to mold and spoilage. Even the slightest hint of rain can halt the entire process, turning a day of bountiful harvest into a waiting game. It's a process steeped in tradition, perfected over generations, and it's all in the pursuit of that perfect spice. The spice that adds a burst of color and a depth of flavor to dishes around the world. Once harvested, the real transformation begins. After harvesting, the peppers must be dried and ground into a fine powder. This is the essential step where our fiery red peppers start transforming into the beloved paprika spice. The drying process is a fascinating one, and it can be done in two ways: traditional sun drying or modern dehydration methods. Let's take a closer look at each. In sun drying, the peppers are spread out under the sun, where they slowly lose their moisture over several days. This method is time-honored and relies on nothing but nature's own heat. The peppers are turned regularly to ensure even drying, and the process is carefully monitored to prevent any spoilage. The result? Peppers that are perfectly dried, with their vibrant color and fiery flavor intact. On the other hand, modern dehydration methods have brought about a quicker and more controlled drying process. In a dehydrator, the peppers are subjected to a constant flow of warm air which removes their moisture in a matter of hours, not days. This method allows for more precise control over the drying process, ensuring consistency in the quality of the dried peppers. Once the peppers are bone dry, they are ready to be ground. The grinding process is where the magic happens. The dried peppers are crushed into a fine powder in a grinding mill. The mill's blades must be sharp and the speed just right to achieve the desired fineness. The finer the grind, the better the flavor. It is during this process that the peppers release their oils, which carry the potent flavor and aroma of the paprika. One might think that all peppers are ground the same way, but that's not the case. The type of grind varies from paprika to paprika. Some are coarsely ground for a robust flavor, while others are finely ground for a more subtle taste. It's this attention to detail that makes each type of paprika unique. And there you have it. From fresh peppers to dried and then to a fine powder, our journey is progressing beautifully. Now we are one step closer to the final product. Before it reaches your kitchen, the ground paprika undergoes a rigorous quality check and packaging process. Now let's dive into the fascinating world of quality control in the spice industry. This process is of critical importance, as it ensures that every pinch of paprika you sprinkle onto your dishes is of the highest quality. Firstly, the spice's color is assessed. You might be surprised to know that the color of paprika can tell us a lot about its quality. The vibrant, deep red hue we all associate with this spice is an indicator of its freshness and potency. Experts carefully scrutinize each batch, discarding any that don't meet the exacting standards. Next comes the aroma test. The smell of paprika is as important as its color. A high-quality paprika spice has a distinctive, slightly sweet aroma with a hint of smokiness. This aroma is a silent promise of the flavor that it will impart to your dishes. The final check is, of course, the taste test. A small sample from each batch is tasted by skilled professionals. They are looking for that perfect balance between sweetness, bitterness, and heat that makes paprika so versatile and beloved in cuisines worldwide. Once the spice has passed all these quality checks, it moves on to the packaging process. The packaging is not just a means of transportation, it's a shield that protects the paprika from light, air and moisture, all of which can degrade its quality. The spice is carefully sealed in airtight containers, locking in its freshness and flavor until it reaches your kitchen. And it's not just about preserving quality. The packaging also plays a significant role in ensuring the spice's longevity. So, when you open your jar of paprika, even months after it has been packaged, you can still expect that burst of color, aroma and taste that can take your dishes to the next level. And voila, the red paprika spice is ready to spice up your dishes. So that's the fascinating journey of red paprika spice from farm to table. Let's take a moment to go back through the entire process, tracing the journey of this vibrant spice from a simple seed to the crimson powder that adds a dash of flavor and color to our dishes. It all begins with the origin story. The red paprika spice that we know and love today has roots deeply entrenched in history, tracing back to Central and South America. The seeds are planted and nurtured until they grow into robust bushes bearing fiery red fruits. Next, we move to the selection and harvesting phase. This is where the vibrant red peppers are hand-picked at the peak of their ripeness to ensure the highest quality. The process is labor-intensive, but it's worth it for the superior quality of spice it produces. Then comes the drying and grinding. The harvested peppers are sun-dried for several days until they lose much of their moisture. This process intensifies their flavor and sets the stage for grinding. The dried peppers are then ground into a fine powder, transforming them into the red paprika spice that we know. Quality check and packaging is the final step. Each batch of ground spice is rigorously tested for quality and purity before it's packaged and shipped. This step ensures that only the finest, purest red paprika spice makes it to your kitchen, ready to be sprinkled on your favorite dishes. In essence, the journey of red paprika spice is a tale of dedication, patience, and attention to detail. From the moment the seeds are planted to when the final product is packaged, each step is carried out with utmost care. It's a process that honors tradition while embracing modern techniques to bring you the best of both worlds. Next time you sprinkle this vibrant spice on your dishes, remember the journey it has taken to reach your kitchen.